I've got to think at this point, Will, that there are few detractors of Will Muschamp in South Carolina. This is a guy that I know when he was hired, the thought was, okay, we know he's a coordinator. We know that he's a great, one of the best in the business at coordinating a defense, but can he be a head coach on the big stage? Because he had the one try at Florida and it didn't work out. And can he handle offense? Can he turn over an offense to somebody and let him go and develop that side of the football? What's he going to be as a CEO, as a guy who runs a program? And now you go from 3 wins to 6 to 9, and then bring in a recruiting class like this, and not just the 9 wins, but seeing a team that maxed out its talent in regards to, and I mean that in a positive way. He coached the game to where he took, I'm not going to say average talent because that would be not accurate, but very good talent, but not great talent, and overcoached it. He developed it very quickly and developed a team that could play against the likes of a Michigan and win that game in a bowl game. And it's got to just be all thumbs up, I would think, regarding Will Muschamp.
The only thing he's not done in Columbia is be competitive with Clemson. Yeah, and that's, I'm not saying that to be funny, or he's. And there's his detractors for that you've run into Clemson both times, and it's been just an absolute beatdown. And that's something that needs to be corrected very quickly in 2019. And I'm not saying he needs to go out and beat Clemson in Death Valley, but certainly there are people who are going to point at that and say, yeah, that can't happen anymore. 34-10 this year, and it really wasn't that close. With that being said, certainly the new hire of Brian McClendon as offensive coordinator, bringing in Dan Werner, who has a very strong history working with quarterbacks, be it at Miami with Ken Dorsey or at Mississippi with Bo Wallace and Chad Kelly. We'll see what evolution Jake Bentley makes here in his junior year. But Brian McClendon, I think, is going to be what either keeps Will Muschamp kind of in that, yeah, he's great on defense, but he can't put the offense together, or he becomes that next big-time coach that also – because – the other skills, the organizational skills, and how to run a program and connect with the fan base and the alumni, or the fan base and the former players and his current players, it's all there. And South Carolina's building him a $50 million football facility that'll house everything. It's set to be finished maybe in August of 2018. The news that broke this week that everybody's excited about, all these things they put in these football-only buildings, a recording studio. So if guys want to go in and make a rap sound, whatever, rap song, they can go do that. But it'll be a new thing for Will Muschamp to sell on the recruiting trail. And again, the expectations he has for his staff in recruiting, the expectations he has for his staff as coaches, it's what South Carolina needed, I thought, following Steve Spurrier. There's going to be a lot of expectations for this team, Mark, when we hit 2018. Jake Bentley's back, Debo Samuel's back, Bryson Allen Williams is back on defense. This is kind of a year that there's actually going to be pressure on Will Muschamp to produce results at South Carolina.
Recording studio. That's a first for me. I've never come across that one, but whatever it takes.
Hey, it's what the kids like these days. I just was happy with, some kind of restaurant. We've been laughing. It was years ago, Casanova McKenzie, the linebacker from Atlanta, that chose Auburn over Clemson because Auburn had a Chick-fil-A on campus and Clemson did not. That's where we're at in the evolution of the recruiting buildings.
You never know what's running through an 18-year-old's mind. Or I think we've got some good guesses, but you never know completely what's running through their minds. All right, Will Gunter, all new early game, 107.5 The Game, always setting us straight on South Carolina football. Will, we appreciate it.
Always appreciate your time, man. Hope you guys get some spring weather up there.
We're not going to hold our breath, but it'll come at some point.
Good deal. Take care.